Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm basically going to give you a quick update of the mint progress. Remember the mint that I propagated, the one that I planted in the soil, in the pot. I'm basically here to give you an update where it is now, how it is growing, and some additional things. Now, of course, it is now 10 days since we did the whole propagation and the whole planting of the cuttings, right? And since then a lot of things happen with the propagation, with the cuttings, and I'm here to basically tell you about it. Now, this is the mint, right? This is the mint. This is how it looked when it was just planted and a few days in as well. And as you can see, this is what it looks like now. So you can clearly see that the leaves have grown bigger and look even more prettier. And remember, we did more than one, and one of the reasons for planting more than one cutting is that you are not sure if all will catch, you're not sure if all will grow. So when you do more than one cutting, at least you're kind of banking and hoping that one will grow, right? And hoping that you will not lose all. So obviously here I basically some of the cuttings kind of dried, but I want to show you something. This one here is obviously growing well. So let me bring it a little closer to show you something, right? If you look on this one here, right? This one here, right? Let me see if I can go in a little bit closer. Yes, look at that. You can see it, right? There it is, right there, right where my finger is pointing. Right there, right? So that one is still growing, right? But this one, obviously, this one has been growing well, and it looks really vibrant and so on. So this is what it looks like at 10 days, right? And then what happened is it basically start rooting before 10 days. I would say in about 6-7 days it started rooting, right? Because it was basically at that time I saw the leaves kind of looking different, like they're growing, right? So it was basically at that time. But one of the things that you can look on to basically know if your cutting is basically still alive is you can look to see if the cutting is still, if the leaves, if they're still green, right? Once you see that the leaves kind of withering away and you realize that the stem itself is changing color, you know that cutting is basically dying, right? But as I said, this one here is obviously not dead because I showed you, right there, I showed you a bud, leaves coming out, and it looks green. So that goes to show that root is forming and the plant is taking up some kind of nutrient and water and so on from the growing medium. And I want to also show you something, but before I go there, you know that, like, if you plant your cutting in the soil, it takes at least 6-7 days for it to start rooting, based on the observation I've made here, right? And as you can see, it can be done in soil, right? It can be done in soil. This is not really mixed with a lot of what I'd say other growing medium, right? This is mostly soil, mostly topsoil, I should say. Now I have something else that I want to show you, and these are cuttings that I did, and I did these after I did this one in the pot. I went ahead and did these. So these are in this bottle with water for about 4 days, right? 4 days. And as you can see, what I did was I cut the top of the bottle and I turn it upside down and push the cuttings in it to kind of keep them stable. So let me show you the roots. So as you can see, the roots developing, right? This is basically one way of doing your cuttings as well. Let me show you this one, right? As you can see there, right, roots, right, these are the roots. So as you can see here, this is basically two different method. The one on the right, this one is basically setting the cuttings in soil, or basically any growing medium that you have, like even the ones that you make, make yourself to grow your plants in pots. You could set your cuttings in that, and this one on right here is basically setting the cuttings in water. So I'm waiting a little bit longer for more roots to develop on these before I plant them in pots, right? Pots like these. And as you can see, although some of the cuttings dried up like this one here, right? So yeah, this one here dried up, this one on the side here, and this one that is still growing, remember the one that I told you that I kind of bent in a U form and planted, right? It is this one, this stem here, and this one is the same, and it is growing because I showed you the bud that is coming out that is green, and obviously this one is doing well, right? So this is the update. If you have any questions about this propagation, or the propagation techniques, whether the water or the growing medium, the soil basically, you can put them in the comment section, and please remember to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you again in another video.